Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm Dear Darling. I should see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhollow today. Saturday, we've got the first D&D session in about an hour or so. I think I'm sufficiently prepared enough. I've spent the time learning a little bit about Foundry, Virtual Tabletop. I've made a couple of maps. I made a couple of scenes and that sort of thing. Hopefully they're all fine. And if they're not, then that's just life, isn't it? But yeah, hopefully at least it's a fun time. I'm gonna be honest, I'm like a little bit tired today, like a little bit sleepier than usual, I think. But I don't know if that's just because I just like woke up at a weird timing. But hold on, hello there everyone. Right now in Fawnhallow, it's 3:02 p.m. on Saturday, February 17th, 2024. I mean, sometimes I do have alarm clocks not alarm clocks. I have an alarm on my phone to wake me up. On the weekends, I think it's set for like 9, or is it set for 8 right now? I don't know. It's set for 8. I think it's usually 9. I don't know why I set it up for 8. No, do I normally set it at 8? Maybe I do normally set it for 8. But I have, one of like that groggy morning memory of like me waking up at 8 and then like turning the alarm off and then presumably going immediately back to sleep and not realizing it. Because I woke up and it was like 9 and I was like, wait a minute, why do I feel so weird right now? Probably because I had like a weird, but sleeping for 1 hour period of time is not conducive to proper sleep because it's like halfway through like REM sleep or something along those lines. I can't really remember. And then I was just like sitting there and thinking about it. I'm like, I have a vague memory of waking up at 8 and turning off my alarm, I think. But I don't know if I just sort of incepted that into my mind or something. And all this to say, I'm not like that tired or anything. I'm just like, I can tell I'm slightly more tired than usual. But anyway, it's a good way to hype myself up, I suppose, by doing a D&D session. This one's going to be very experimental. It's the first pair out of 4 pairs who are going to have a session today. The next one will be on next week, Wednesday. But this one's going to be very experimental because we've got everyone set up in the system, none of us have quite used it yet to actually do battles or to actually run the campaign. We're the first ones, so it's going to be a lot more experimental while we try and figure out what on earth is going on, and hopefully it all works out. I run for it a little bit myself, so it should be okay as far as I can tell. The only thing I'm just like a little more cautious on is the sort of vibes of what's going on, And I don't mean vibes, I like personality vibes. I mean vibes as in like music and atmosphere. Atmosphere is probably the better word. I downloaded a musical module to put like background music on during the time, but I feel like I might forget about it most of the time, to be perfectly honest. And I have no idea how balanced the things are. I don't know if I mentioned this, but like I have 8 players who are currently in sessions split over 2 campaigns. One of the campaigns rolled insanely high for all their stats. You might be like, how did you do the roll stat? Everyone did 46, drop the lowest, and what we did is we did a snake distribution. So basically, once all people rolled their stats, we sorted them from highest to lowest and then distributed them in a set order from like person 1 will get the highest, person 2 will get the next highest, 3 will get the next highest, and 4 will get the 4th and 5th highest. The 6th will go to the 3rd person. So it's like a snake draft. So if you go first, you get the highest score and you get the lowest score. And then one of the campaigns, Group 2 as I've called them, despite the fact that they've gone first, I think, both times, but still, the group names are temporary, of course. Like all of them rolled above 80 in base stats. I think they rolled like 82, 83 and 84 or something as their starting stats, which is crazy strong. But which I was like, yeah, that's fine. We'll just keep it in that because it's still contained within their own campaign system. It just means I can throw harder enemies at them probably until earlier on. And then like someone else has joined like a little bit later. He rolled his stats. His stats are still pretty good. I think he got like 79 or something. So his is still the lowest in that group, but amusingly it's higher than everyone else in the other group. The other group rolled much more averagely, somewhere from a range of like 74s to 78s, I think. So I guess if the entire group plays together, it's going to be rather interesting. There's going to be a discrepancy of like a score of 10. But to be honest, all their stats are pretty decent, so I think it's fine. But I did like a dry run through, I suppose, of one of the battles for the not the one shot, but the introductory session we're having today. And it's like, I guess spoilers, they were fighting a couple of goblins, and I just like, okay, I don't know how many goblins is too many, but with a CR rating of a half, and there's 2 of them, theoretically I should put 2 in here. So I put 2 in, and then like I simulated the battle, and they just instantly died. Like they both rolled high initiative, and they both like attacked the goblins, and the goblins dead. That's it, just the first turn, and I was like, whoa, okay. But I'm like, it's fine probably to do it on the safer end of, if anything, because I don't really want them to, die in this session. I want them to be able to survive to the end. It's going to be railroaded in that sense. But sometimes the dice will just be the dice, and you know, a lot of variation can go in there. So I don't know how long the session's going to be. I think if they are super quick at doing things, I think it will probably be about 1.5 hours. But I think I don't think it will take 3 hours to do it. Like I haven't planned a huge amount because again, this is just like a warm up to get things introduced, of course, etc., etc., etc. But maybe things will be slow. I genuinely have no idea. As I say, everything is very experimental here. I have no idea how long things are going to take. We just have to play it by ear. And I don't mean the hit Dropout TV show. Oh, by the way, Dropout's restarted again, hasn't it? Like, sorry, not Dropout, but Game Changer. Don't know if anyone's watched season 6, episode 1, series 6, episode 1. I can't remember what it's called. Like, second place or something. It's a pretty good one. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I don't know. So that'll be happening soon. The only thing I need left to do is to write some like introductory descriptions and then send the 2 players like a briefing, I suppose, about what to expect from this first session. But to be fair, I think they both should know because I've already spoken to them both about it already. Anyway, that's not all I was planning to talk about this entire time because, again, it's only the first session. I feel like it's more interesting to talk about it afterwards rather than beforehand. And plus, I don't want to fill all of my recent videos with just D&D talk, especially because, like, I haven't actually done a first proper session yet. So what can we talk about? Neopets? I saw someone wrote up the Neopets hobby drama thing in r/hobby drama, and it was one I think I was mentioning and following on, or basically they were releasing like super rare items during the advent calendar and people were just going crazy of it. I don't know if I ever mentioned that one in particular in my videos, but I had like a vague idea of what's going on, and reading it was like, it's a fantastic post, by the way. So if you like the hobby drama sort of things, go for absolutely give it a whirl. Apart from that, what else can I talk about today? I don't know. I feel pretty chill, you know. I'm surprised at how little time it took to actually set things up in Foundry VTT, because I was like, oh, I need to put all these light sources in and draw the borders and the maps and that sort of thing. And then it was like, okay, I got it down, like all of it done in about like an hour and a half or something, which was considerably quick, seeing as I was learning how to do everything at the same time. You know, I did it mostly this morning, and then the rest of it was just sort of me experimenting around, that sort of thing. Sorry, we're just going back to D&D. Sorry. Crossover into different conversational topic. Let's talk about I don't really know. It's a bit of a gloomy day. Next weekend I'm going to be busy. You know, I'm going to visit some friends, I suppose, over the weekend. At some point, I suppose I need to record some Animal Crossing episodes in advance. It's going to be a bit of a busy time, I think, because I've got the next session coming up, and then I got the session afterwards on the Monday. We don't know if it's actually happening on the Monday. It might be postponed to the Saturday, is my guess. Just because it's like immediately coming back from a thing and then just immediately going to session is probably a bit too busy, but we'll see. I genuinely don't know. What else going on? I have like the itch to sort of play some more League of Legends now, and I will say they got me. They got me by releasing, well, not releasing, but they've announced Kindred getting a prestige skin. Kindred being one of my favourite champions, both aesthetically and to play, to be perfectly honest. Probably my favourite champion aesthetically and lore-wise. They're a fantastic concept, and I was like, oh, it was so brilliant. And they're actually getting like a prestige skin. And the prestige skins are basically skins where you just have to play like a lot. That's great. If you don't know, League of Legends, like it's adopted the Battle Pass-esque system now, which has very much become the norm, I think, for games. It's like microtransactions. I guess we're going to be talking about microtransactions. No, come on. I got to find a good conversational foothold, but I guess we're already like 10 minutes in, so I guess this is what I'm sticking with. Grinding, I suppose, token grinding, or that sort of thing. Yeah, so Battle Pass systems, which seem to be very much the norm now, I think, for service-esque games. Like, I'm trying to think every single sort of game, service-based game I played. Do any of them not have a Battle Pass? Let's think. Like, even my gacha games have a Battle Pass. Like, Project Sky's got a Battle Pass sort of thing. It's got both a Battle Pass and it's got like another sort of premium pass-esque thing. But both kind of like two variants, I guess, of each other. You know, Starlight Stage has one. Starlight Stage one's not very good, though, I'm going to be honest. Shiny Colors, it has one. It's got two. In fact, it's got like a premium one and a lower one. Genshin, of course, has both the pass and the boost, the crystal packs or whatever they're called. Etc, etc, you know, Honkai. I feel like it's very much a gacha staple. It's not always a gacha staple though. I feel like when I used to play like older gacha games, when I think of older gacha games, I think of like School Idol Festival and Fire Emblem Heroes, ones I don't really play anymore. I don't think they had a battle pass system back in the day. I don't know if they do now. To be honest, I don't play them anymore. I mean, I can't even play one of them anymore, I suppose, because it's shut down. But too soon. Yeah, battle pass systems are very much a norm. And League of Legends introduced it, which honestly, I mean, like, as far as paid content goes, I guess Battle Pass tends to be one of the fairer ones, it feels in my head. I feel like League of Legends, well, at least I've heard, have basically been nerfing the pass every single time they've implemented it over the years, which is crazy. Because I remember the first Battle Pass, it got released, and there was, like, a huge uproar, because it was crazy hard. Like, you had to play so much to get the Prestige skin. It was, like, so expensive. I remember one of my friends actually did it, though, because he played a lot of League of Legends, to be fair. And I've done a few of the grinds for the Battle Pass. Like, the ones I remember, basically when I used to play a lot of TFT, Teamfight Tactics, which I actually think I spoke about a lot during that time in the episodes, didn't I? Like, right? So that was around, like, set 3.5 and set 4.0, I think. I can't remember what prestige skins I got from them, to be perfectly honest. I'm trying to think. Like, I'm trying to summon from my memory. What did I get? One of them, the Battle Pass I got was for the Star Guardian patch. Instead of getting the prestige skins, I got like all the borders and the special chromas. And then my plan was to get the prestige skins later through other Battle Passes. But then I just like didn't play enough League, I suppose, for that to really happen. I actually have a surprising amount of prestige skins, I think. Some of them being a bit pointless, I would certainly say. But I tried to have all the Star Guardian ones. I think I'm missing Star Guardian Syndra, if I recall. So maybe I should try and get that at some point. So there's 2 prestige skins I need to get. I don't know if it's like a list of prestige skins somewhere. Like, LOL Wiki prestige skins. Last time I looked here, it didn't actually have all the prestige skins, which is not like annoying, but it's just like not being updated, I guess. Like, it goes up to 2020. Prestige year, is this it? It goes up to 2022, so I guess because this is the old prestige skins, they have like new ones now. I don't know. Prestige. League of Legends. All skins.pro, is this it? Okay, this looks like most of them, if all of them. What's the last prestige skin I got? I think I have prestige. Do I have prestige Pulsefire Fresh? I don't actually know. I must have Star Guardian Soraka, that seems right. Actually, I have quite a few. I don't remember doing as many battle passes, but I guess I probably did quite a few for TFT. Anyway, part of me is just like, oh, you know, maybe I should get the battle pass, and I gotta grind out some like crystal gems of that sort of thing. But I'm just like, I don't know if I've got time to do that, to be perfectly honest. I'd have to play a lot more ARAMs or TFT or that sort of thing. But you know, when you're pas le temps, and I don't mean the temperature. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like what was the biggest like release which had like popularized the battle pass system. I feel like it must be Fortnite. I don't actually know if that's true or not, because certainly other games had battle passes, I think, before then. But like, I feel like Fortnite's battle pass was one which was super popular because it was actually pretty generous, as I understood it. It's basically you buy it I don't know if it's still true. You buy it the first time, and then through buying it and playing, you get enough currency to buy the next one. So as long as if you're playing a lot of Fortnite, then it's like one of the best investments you can get, because you can just like continuously get currency and over and over and over again, I suppose, while locking skins and whatnot. Not that I really invested too much into. Well, I don't think I ever bought the Fortnite battle pass, to be honest. I bought Fortnite skins for Cuddle Team leaders, of course, because you know, why wouldn't I? But I don't think I ever bought the battle pass. Nowadays, you know, battle passes aren't exactly the greatest. As I said, you know, the League of Legends one has been like less generous every single time or something. It's a thing when I suppose you have like a monopoly over the market and there's no competition. It just sort of becomes easier to squeeze every dime and dollar out, as businesses tend to do. But anyway, you know, I'm still subject to the whims of capitalistic products and desires, right? I'm still at the mercy of being like, oh, that looks like a cool thing I'd want, and then try to get it and spending money for it. Oh, we have campsite visitor, I didn't realise. Which I'm not going to say that's like a flaw of a human existence, I suppose. If anything, maybe it's a flaw of society, but it's designed around this sort of way in the first place. But you are... I had your name in my head, it just immediately evaporated. We have you on Happy in Paradise. I can't remember your name. I want to say like Oswald or something. Lyman, that's it. So I am very much, I suppose, at the whims of my own desires, wanton desires, and that sort of thing, which is not necessarily a bad thing. And well, I shouldn't say it's like. I guess technically it is like a flaw and a bad thing, but to say it, no, technically it's a flaw, but to say it's a bad thing, I think, is a bit misrepresentative. Like, what, you expect me just to ditch all human emotion, I suppose, in that sort of regard. I'm not saying that's exactly what you're suggesting. Maybe I just spend like £500 and just buy the crystals outright, hey? I don't know if it's actually £500. I don't know how much it costs just to buy those purple crystal-y things, but I did have to do it one last time, actually, not the entire pack, but last time I bought the battle pass, like, I miscalculated how many tokens I would get, and I was short about 200, and I was like, whoops, well, time to buy a load of tokens. I mean, I spent a lot of League of Legends over years, and seeing as the fact I've played it for almost 15 years now, it actually probably isn't as much as I think it is, or maybe it is, I don't really know. I suppose it's a lot over a distance, but seeing as, you know, I played how many hours I've sunk into it, it's not something I exactly feel bad over, in a sense. Which, if anything, maybe it's a bit worrying in that regard, you know? I don't know if we should ever have a norm where it's like, oh, we shouldn't feel bad over microtransactions in that sense. I mean, I think that's like a pipe dream, isn't it? Just by nature of having goods and services to purchase and sell in the first place, you can't really ever free yourself from this sort of, without completely, like, I don't know, building up a whole new societal structure in the first place. One less centered around money, but that's not exactly a feasible thing to do. So kind of you had to work within the parameters of your own scene and setting. It would be nice though, I suppose. I suppose my viewpoint on it is a little bit different because now I see it as recreational spending. You know, now, I mean, I suppose not have an income, right? So it's a bit different from when I was a teenager, you know, from pocket money. Now I have a considerably more income. While it's certainly important, but I also have more important things, I suppose, to spend it on at the same time. It's a, you know, it's a bit of column A, a bit of column B. I don't know how long's left in pass. Should I log on to League of Legends? Let's see. I mean, I do just have RP just sitting around in my account, to be perfectly honest. Because when I buy RP, I always buy whichever is the most efficient pack, and then I just use it over the entire time period. Because I feel like it's very easy for me to get in the wrong mindset. But like, oh, I'll just buy the £10 pack or whatever because it's the most, or whatever. But I'm like, I know me. I'm gonna probably spend money as long as I keep playing this game, and I don't see myself stopping playing this game anytime soon. So, I might as well do it efficiently, right? Don't want any of these skins. Okay, how long is this pass going on for? 3 weeks, 12th of March. I could get 220 tokens, and I need 10 times that. Hold on, is that like a League of Legends pass token calculator? 2 years ago. There's a GitHub thing. I ain't gonna download a whole GitHub thing like that. Please host it on your own website. APK download? You crazy. Event token calculators, is it? What is it? There's Idle Champions. Low effort event token calculator. League of Legends. How many games needed for prestige skin? That's what I want to know. 3 to 4 games a day. Except for I'm probably down like a couple of weeks, right? So I don't know. Do they have weekly missions now? Because they changed it now to not be like daily missions or something, right? I don't know. It might be feasible. Unless I have Mythic Essence right now. I don't have enough. I don't know. We'll see what happens. If I end up playing a lot more League, maybe I'll get the pass. If I don't, then I don't. I do like playing ARAMs. I mean, ARAMs is basically like a sort of the digital equivalent of a tea party for me. It's just a fun time chatting with friends, to be honest. Just saying absolutely inane and ridiculous stuff. That's how I've always seen it. Whether people see it the same way or not, I don't necessarily know. But anyway, I'm going to round this episode off here. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope you see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time. bye bye for now.